السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. I welcome you all to the class of Hidaytun Nahw. And today we are going to read the fifth lesson, Ad-Darsul Khamis, the remaining types of declensions of nouns. So now we're talking how the noun declines. So what is declension? Is the ending of the word, right? Decline, like Muhammadun, you see a tanween. But not all of the words, all types of words get tanween or get you know a dhamma, fatha, kasra. There could be various, like we learned sound feminine plural. Those guys, sound feminine plural, don't take fathas at all. So as-samawatu, samawati, or al-banatu, banati, banati. It takes muslimatu, al-muslimati, muslimati. They'll take only kasra. So dhamma, kasra, kasra. So even for nasb, they take a kasra. Or we learned about tiptoes, right? They don't like kasras at all. Only when alif lam comes. But so they take for dhamma, fatha, fatha. Ibrahimu, Ibrahima, Ibrahima. Like min Ibrahima, inna Ibrahima. Both the same. Even in majru, so they don't take kasras. So let's see what is left. بقية أصناف إعراب الاسم, remaining types of declension of the noun. الخامس, fifth one, أن يكون الرفع بالألف. The رفع is with alif. So the raf should be with a dhamma, but these guys don't take dhamma, they'll take alif. Alif. والنصب والجر بالياء. And nasb and jar is with ya. So the fifth, that which is nominative, rafa with alif, and accusative nasb and genitive with a ya. So who are these people who take a ya? Al-maftuhu, al-maftuhi ma ya al-maftuhi ma qablaha. Not any ya, but a ya which is maftuh ma qabla. Previous letter should have a fatha. Previous letter should have a fatha. Okay. وَيَخْتَصُّ بِالْمُثَنَّى وَكِلَا وَكِلْتَى. And it is specific, exclusive to the dual, only al-muthanna. So ani becomes aini, kitabani min kitabaini, and kila and kilta, both, kila and kilta, both. Kila means both, kilta also both. إذا كان مضافين إلى ضمير. Not any kila kilta, but when they are mudaf to a pronoun. So it should be kilahuma, kilahuma, and kiltahuma. Correct? Not just kila and kilta, only where they are attached to a pronoun. Wathnani, wathnatani, and the numbers two, dual, ithnani, male two and female two. Taqulu. For example, you say, he gives examples for all of that. Ja'ani rajulani. Two men came. So who are the ones who are coming? Two men, right? So this is the file, this is the doer. So the file should be madfu. But where's the dhamma, you might ask? Well, this is a dual. We don't look at dhammas, we look at the alif. Kilahuma, again alif. Wathnani, and again alif. So all these are alif rafa. Ra'aytu rajulaini. Two men came to them, both of them. Kilahuma wathnani, and both of them. Right here, both of them. Ra'aytu rajulaini kilayhima wathnaini. I saw two men, both of them. Yeah, same thing, kilayni wathnaini, and the number ithnaini. Or marartu. So alif change into what? Rajulaini to a ya. Kilayhima to a ya. Ithnaini to a ya. وَمَرَرْتُ بِالرَّجُلَيْنِ كِلَيْهِمَا. And I passed by two men. كِلَيْهِمَا إِثْنَيْنِ. I passed by two men. So I thought. So he gave an example for nasb, and marartu bir-rajulaini. This is jar. No? All of this is jar. Asadis. So this is for duals. So for duals, remember, ani becomes aini. Ani becomes aini. Duals. Kitabani, kitabaini, kitabaini. Min kitabaini, and the sign is the ya. السادس أن يكون الرفع بالواو المضموم ما قبلها. That which is nominative with a waw. There it was alif, ya, ya. Here it is what? Wow. Now first one is wow. Al-madmum ma qablaha. And the previous letter should have a dhamma. Previous letter should have a dhamma. والنصب والجر. Before it being madmum is dhamma. والنصب والجر بالياء المكسور ما قبلها. And the nasb is jar should be with a ya. So wow, ya, ya. And the previous letter should have a kasra. And this happens where? Genitive, the letter before it being maksur, having a kasra. وَيَخْتَصُّ بِالْجَمْعِ الْمُذَكَّرِ السَّالِمِ. It is exclusive to sound masculine plural, al-jam'u al-mudhakkar salim. وَالْمُلْحِقُ بِهِ, and which is attachments. So there's something which copy the sound masculine plural. So like muslimuna, al-muslimuna, you make it majroor, al-muslimina, and then mansub also al-muslimina. So muslimuna previous letters will have what? With a dhamma. And muslimina, it will be a ya with a kasra, and ya with a kasra. Previous letters should have a kasra. Una, ina, you can remember. There it was ani, aini. Here it is una, ina. And what is attachment? Mulhiq. What is this mulhiq? And there are words which copy the sound masculine plural. And they have the same rulings. Uli, possessors of. Uli, ulu, uli, ka uli, wa ishrina, and the numbers ishrin wa akhwatiha. And the numbers ishruna, thalathun. So they also become ishrin, ishruna, una, and then ishrina. Correct? And awa akhwatiha. Taqulu, he gives examples. You say, Ja'ani Muslimuna wa ishruna rajulan. So see, Ja'ani Muslimuna, Muslims came to me. So what is the sign of rafa? Alamatu rafihi dhamma. Ishruna dhamma rajulan, and 20 men came. Wa ulu malin. Ulu means dhu plural is ulu, and possessors of wealth. Wealthy people came to me. So the wow. Wow. Wa ra'aytu muslimina. So this wow will now change to ya, because this is mansub. Nasb. I passed by Muslims and 12 men and wealthy people. Uli, see, yeah. Marar, not I passed. I saw Muslims and 20 men and wealthy people. I saw Muslim men. I saw 20 men. And marar to be Muslimina, and there also it becomes I passed by Muslims and Ishrina Rajulan, and 20 men, and wa uli malin, and passed by wealthy people. Wa uli malin. Correct? Uli malin. وَعَلَمْ أَنَّ نُونَ التَّثْنِيَةِ مَكْسُورَةٌ أَبَدًا. You should always remember. So he's giving some extra points about duals and plurals. Noon at-tathniyati, the noon of the dual is always maksur. So always will be ani. You'll not change the ani. So for example, kitabani. Wa noon al-jam'i maftuhatun abadan. And the noon of plural will always have a fatha. Una, ina. Like that. Ani, una, ina. Correct? It'll always have, if you add a noon, ina. So, ina. So, always the duals will have a kasra, the noon, and the plural will have a fatha. Maftuhatun abadan, always. وَهُمَا يَسْخُطَانِ عِنْدَ الْإِضَافَةِ. And there is يَسْخُطَان, they will fall in the idafa. When you make idafa, mudaf, they will fall. And we learned this, right? Like in Madina Muks, if you've done it, they'll drop in the idafa. Nahw ja'ani ghulama zaydin. The 2 Zaid servants came to me, or slaves came to me. Wa muslimu Misra, and the Muslims of Egypt came to me. Muslimu. So actually it was ghulamani zaydin. The noon dropped, right? The noon will drop when it is like, it's like the noon is in the place of tanween. Like the tanween you drop in the mudafa, idafa. Similarly, this also noon drops. So ghulamani zaydin, no. Ghulama zaydin. Similarly, muslimuna Misra, no. You drop the noon. Asabi. So 6-1 was what? Sound masculine plural. Right? So there we are not looking at fatha dhamma kasra at all. We are looking at alif ya, ani, aini. Here we'll look at una, ina. Muslimuna, muslimina. Wow will change to a ya. Asabi yakuna rafu bi taqdir dhammati. Now you cannot even see the dhamma. والنصب بتقدير الفتحة والجر بتقدير الكسرة. This is all assumption, estimation. So that which is rafa by estimation of a dhamma, accusative, nasb by estimation of fatha, and jar by estimation of kasra. Right? You cannot see anything. Dhamma, fatha, kasra is just assuming imagination. When does it happen? وَيَخْتَصُّ بِالْمَقْصُورِ. Only in maqsoor nouns. Right? It is exclusive with alif maqsoora. What is alif maqsoora? Is a ya without dots. Like you write the name Musa. You write the name Musa. Yeah, without dots. So it'll always be Musa, Musa, Musa. Marartu bi Musa. Raitu Musa. Ja'ani Musa. And what is this? وَهُوَ مَا آخِذُ alif مقصورة. What has alif مقصورة to it. For example, Musa. Musa. So when Arabs, they opened the mouth, they didn't like saying Musa you or giving tanween Musa yun, Musa yan, Musa yin. Nothing. وبالمضاف إلى ياء المتكلم غير التثنية. And the second case, so the first case is مقصور noun. You cannot see. And the second is مضاف إلى ياء متكلم. So if you attach ياء متكلم like كتابي, كتابي, and all that, without dual, غير التثنية, no duals. والجمع المذكر سالم, because we learned already. Not those. That time what will happen? Not sound masculine plural and no duals. Nahw gulami. So anytime you attach ya mutakallim, then also you cannot see the dhamma also. So literally it should have been gulamui, gulamai, correct? Gulami. No, we don't see all that. So it'll always be gulami. So what do you say? Dhamma muqaddara. Rafa. مرفوع وعلامة رفعه ضمة مقدرة. Estimated. تقول جاءني موسى وغلامي ورأيت موسى وغلامي. See, Musa is same. Musa again. Then, but it should be Dhamma, right? It's marfu. Where's the file? Yeah, file. Where's the Dhamma? We say Dhammatun muqaddara. Estimated Dhamma. And Gulami, where's the Dhamma? It is Atf, Rafa noun. We say estimated again. وَرَأَيْتُ مُوسَى وَغُلَامِ I saw. It will remain the same. It's not mabni, yeah? It's just, we say estimated dhamma. Or kasra, fatha, whatever. وَمَرَرْتُ بِمُوسَى وَغُلَامِ And I passed by Musa and my servant or slave. So they are specific to maqsoor nouns as well as ya mutakallim, gulami, ja'ani Musa wa gulami. Ra'aytu Musa wa ghulami. Marartu bi Musa wa ghulami. In all three cases, it will remain the same. Same. So what will you say? Estimated dhamma or fatha, whatever. So this is estimated. This is estimated. We just guess this. That was the seventh one. So duals, Jama Mudhakkar Salim, and seventh one, we cannot see dhamma, fatha, kasra at all. But here it is partly estimated, partly we can see. The next one is أن يكون الثامن وأن يكون الرفع بتقدير الضمة. Dhamma we cannot see. والنصب بالفتحة لفظا. But fatha we can see. So one nasb we can see fatha ظاهرة والجر بتقدير الكسرة and jar is through estimation of kasra. This we cannot see. So one we can see, two we cannot see. We cannot see dhamma, we cannot see kasra. ويختص بالمنقوص and it is منقوص وهو ما آخره ياء مكسور ما قبلها. It is a ya which has a kasra before it. Nahu al-qadi, for example, al-qadi. So qadi only you can see fatha. Mansub you can see. For example, taqulu ja'anil qadi, the judge came to me. Wa ra'aytul qadiya. This is the exception. We can see the fatha, ra'aytul qadiya, because Arabs didn't have any problem at all saying qadiya. Wa marartu bil qadi. Kasra also we cannot see. So eighth one, that which is nominated by estimation of dhamma accusative with fatha. So estimation, fatha you cannot see. Literally, and fatha we can see, sorry. Fatha literally. And genitive by estimation of kasra. It is exclusive to the manqus. If you don't understand all this, go back to Madina Book 3, Lesson 1. We explain more in detail there. Lesson 1. We get all this manqus, maqsoor. It is that noun ending in the letter ya with the letter before it being maqsoor. So the ya before it is a kasra, as in al-qadi. You could say ja'anil qadi, ra'aytul qadi. Yeah, this is the exception. We can see the fatha. Marartu bil qadi. I passed by the judge. At-tasi'u, the ninth one. And he said, ninth one, there are 9 types of declensions, he said, right? 9 types of declensions. This is the 9th one. أن يكون الرفع بتقدير الواو. Now here, أن يكون الرفع بتقدير الواو. Wow is the one which is estimation. Estimation of a wow. You cannot see a wow. والنصب والجر بالياء لفظا. But nasb and jar, you can see the ya. You can see the ya. So only wow is estimated. ويختص بالجمع المذكر السالم مضافا إلى ياء المتكلم. It is also for Jama Mudhakkar Salim. Jama Mudhakkar sound masculine plural. But which sound masculine plural? مضافا إلى ياء المتكلم. Which is made مضاف to a ya mutakallim. When you add ya, my Muslims, or my teachers. For example, جاءني معلمية. What is this معلمية? My teachers came to me. معلمية, it should be teachers, plural. My teachers came to me. أصله معلمويا. So معلمونا, you had the word معلمونا. معلمونا. And then we added a ya mutakallim. So we'll drop the ya, the noon, right? So we'll drop the noon. Correct? You'll drop the noon. So it'll become muallimuya. We'll drop the noon. It'll become muallimuya. Muallimuya. Now Arabs don't like wow and ya coming together. So what they can do, change the wow to a ya. And then this dhamma will become a kasa. So it'll become muallimiyya. Because first they'll change. It'll be mualli. The wow will change into a ya. Correct? It'll be muallimuyya. Again, ya does not like dhamma before it. So it'll change dhamma to a kasra. So muallimiyya. So here also you will like, okay, jani muallimiyya. Where is the sign of rafa? Where's the dhamma, wow, whatever? We say it is this thing. So he's explained all of this. اجتمعت الواو والياء في كلمة واحدة. Wow and ya, they gathered in one kalima, in one word. One word, اجتمع. Combined there. والأولى منهما ساكنة. And the first one is sakina. Wow is a sukun. فقبلت الواو ياءً. And the wow is then changed to a ya. So this is the first. So the wow will drop and become وأدغمت في الياء وأبدلت الضمة بالكسرة مناسبة للياء. And the previous letter had a dhamma, right? معلمويا. Correct. So first we change this into a ya, and then change this into a kasra. Why? للياء فصار معلمية. And so it became معلمية, my teachers. تقول جاءني معلمية. رأيت معلمية. We don't say anything. رأيت معلمية ومررت معلمية. He said love one. No, where do we see the love one? Adhamma is replaced by kasra. We understood this right? Muallimuya became muallimiya. Then it becomes muallimiya. You could say Jani muallimiya. My teachers came to me. Raitu muallimiya. And I saw my teachers. Maratubi. I passed by my teachers. But he said what? وَالنَّصْبُ وَالْجَرُّ بِالْيَاءِ لَفْظًا. Oh, you can see the ya, he said. Oh, okay. So this wow and this ya. Okay. You can see yas here. But here there was a wow, right, which was changed. The wow we can't see. So this is a rare form anyways. The ninth form is rare. Okay. So these are the 9 forms of declensions. So what are the different types of declensions? If you summarize, the basic form should be Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra, from Rafa, Nasab, and Jar. Right, let's try to remember from what I'll remember, from what I can remember. I'll just write it down. So if you say Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra, this is the basic form, no? Asliya. Then what happened in sound feminine plural? Yes, it takes a Dhamma, but doesn't take Fatha. It'll take, so if you can just write it down like this, maybe. Rafa, Nasb, Jar, all the 9 cases, if I remember, or if not, we'll check it out. So Rafa, basic Muhammadun, Muhammadan, or Al-Baytu, whatever, Al-Bayta, Jar is Kasra. This is the first type. Basic type, no? Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra. And then we learned about sound feminine plurals. They take Dhamma. For Nasb, they take Kasra. And Jar also, they take Kasra. Correct? Muslima, they'll never take fatha. And then we learned about, this is the second one. Then we learned about what? Diptotes. They take Dhamma, Fatha, Fatha. This is Kasra, by the way. This is Dhamma, Fatha, Fatha. Diptotes, correct? Then we learned about duals. That's it for harakat, only 3. Anything else? That's it. That's it, harakat. Okay. And these are the harakat which we care about. Next we come to our huruf. Letters now. So we learned about Asmaul Khamsa. Abu, Waw, Alif, and Ya. Nasb with the Alif and Asmaul Khamsa, right? Abu, Aba, Abi, Ya, Aba, Bakrin. So Rafa with the Waw, Nasb with this 4. I remember 4. Then we learned 5th one today, I guess. Ani, Aini, Aini. So Rafa with an Alif, Nasb with a Ya, and Jar also with a Ya. Yeah, sorry, this is a Ya. Jar also with a Ya. Ani. Then we learned about, this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we learned 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 of them. This is Ani, Aini, Aini. We learned Una, Ina, Ina. Rafa with a Waw and Ya, again Ya. This is number 6. And 7, what did we learn today? Duals over, plurals over, estimated. So assumed. We learned about assumed, right? So 1 was everything was assumed. You cannot see anything. You cannot see anything. You cannot see anything. This was in manqus, not manqus, maqsoor and ya mutakallim. This was the A. Then we learn about manqus. We cannot see rafa. Nasb we can see. With the fatha we can see. But jar also cannot see. And the 9th type just now we saw. 9th type was what? 9th. I'm just writing it here. Rafa you cannot see. Estimated. But Nasb and jar we can see a ya. This is the this thing. Jama mudhakkar salim mudafan ila ya al mutakallim. So these are the 9 declensions. So basically this should be the basic form. Right? Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. And this is in sound feminine plural. Sound feminine plural. This is in diptotes. Mamnu min as-sarf. Alif waw alif ya is in 5 nouns. What is this alif ya? Duals. This is in sound masculine plural. This is in maqsoor and ya mutakallim. This is in manqus, and this is in sound masculine plural plus ya mutakallim. You get these declensions. If you don't understand all this, you have to do a lot of work, because you have to go back to Madina books. That's the best place which explains here properly, because these lessons will only give you an idea about and a review for Madina books here. So al-khulasatu, the summary. Al-ismul mu'arabu. So we're all talking about mu'arab. If you remember, he divided nouns previously, mu'arab, and then he's declared all these things. No? Every noun which is which is attached with others, which made into a tarkib expression. You make a sentence. واختلف مع غيره with others. واختلف آخذه باختلاف العامله عوامل. And its ending is different or changes with the changes of its agents. So fi comes, so fil bayti, endings change, right? I'rabul ismi huwa ma bihi yakhtalifu akhiru. And i'rab is what? With what the ending changes. So does it change from a dhamma to a fatha? So the fatha dhamma is the i'rab. Alamatu i'rab al-ismi ad-dhammatu. So what is the sign of i'rab? That is rafa jarra is the i'rab. And what's the sign of the i'rab? الضمة فتحة كسرة ألف والواو الياء والإعراب الاسم 9 أصناف. So the basic signs are: you have to look for a dhamma, you have to look for a fatha, you have to look for a kasra, you have to look for an alif in duals and all that. And duals, only in duals, right? And wow in what? Sound masculine plurals, asmaul khamsa, azu, abun, abu, and ya in asmaul khamsa, as well as sound masculine plurals, jama mudhakkar salim. And the 9 types, tis'atu asnaf, in all the 9 types. Ar-raf'u bid-dhammati wal-nasbu bil-fathati wal-jarru bil-kasra. Rafa with the dhamma, so you can see the dhamma. Nasb is a fatha, and jarru bil kasra, and this is kasra. Ka asadin. See, you can see the asad. Wa dalwin, wa dhabyin, wa rijalin. Like this thing, dalwin is a bucket, dhabyin is a deer, and rijalin are men. And you can see everything. You can see everything. Everything is clear. Rafu bid dhamma. This is okay. This is fine. Dhamma copy. But one nasbu will jarru bil kasra. These guys don't like fathas at all. So they'll take only kasras and dhamma. And then it's like muslimatin, like muslimatin. So muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin. Rafu bid dhammati one nasbu will jarru bil fathati. The rafa is with dhamma and nasb and jar is with fatha. These guys don't like kasras. This is fatha haters. They don't like fatha. These guys don't like kasras. Ka ahmada, like Ahmad. This is distortion. Rafu bil wawi wal nasbi wal alif wal jarru bil ya'i kal asma'i sitta. Like the 6 nouns or 5 nouns, whatever. Asma'ul khamsa. So they are waw, alif and ya. الرفع بالألف والنصب والجر بالياء ويختص بالمثنى وملحقاته. رفع بالألف, rafa with alif, nominative with alif, nasb and jar with a ya, and is specific for duals and its mulhaqat. That is similar to duals, attachments to it. Rafu bil wawi wa nasbu wal jarru bil ya. So here we have a waw and a ya. A waw and a ya. Correct? A waw and a ya. And is specific to sound masculine plural. Jamma mudhakkar salim wa mulhaqatihi. الرفع بتقدير الضمة والنصب بتقدير الفتحة والجر بتقدير الكسرة. Here everything is estimated like Musa. الرفع والجر بتقدير الضمة والكسرة. The estimation is in dhamma and kasra, and nasb bil fatha. Only fatha you can see. Kalqadi, this happens in manqus. الرفع بتقدير الواو والنصب والجر بالياء لفظ. Here you waw you cannot see, but you can see the ya. And this is specific ويختص بجمع المذكر السالم مضافا إلى ياء المتكلم كمعلمية. Here you cannot see all these things. The waw is estimated. So أسئلة, you can answer this question. كيف يعرب المثنى؟ بين ذلك بمثال. يعرب المثنى بألف. مثنى is إعراب بألف وياء like مسلماني, مثل مسلمان مسلمين مسلمين. أي الأسماء ترفع بالواو. واوي, which nouns are مرفوع with واو. جمع مذكر سالم. اذكرها واذكر وأذكر بما, it should be واذكر. واذكر بما تنسب وتجر مع ذكر أمثلة, and mention what it is made mansub. So with a ya, no? وجر مع ذكر أمثلة. مسلمون مسلمين مسلمين. ما هي حركة نوني التثنية والجمع دائما؟ حركة نون التثنية الكسرة دائما, والجمع مذكر السالم فتحة دائما. So the dual noon is always kasra. Ani, 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 ni, 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 ni. And Jammu Mudhakkar is always na, 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 Muslimuna, Muslimina, whatever is the case. It's always fatha. So this is kasra daiman, tathniya. This is fatha daiman. Mathil lahuma, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimaniya. Examples. Mata tasqutu noon at-tathniyati wal jam'i al-mudhakkar salim. When does the noon of duals and the sound masculine plural drop? Ajib bi amthilatin mufidatin. When does it drop? In dal idafati. Muslim muallimu, muallimu al-Hindi. Muslimu al-Yabani, whatever. Muslims of Japan. أي الأسماء تقدر جميع علامات إعرابها, which nouns are estimated, all of its signs. So these are مقصور and يا متكلم. اذكرها بعد مثال مع مثال يبين ذلك, with examples. So موسى موسى موسى. عرف الاسم المنقوص. So what is this? القاضي قاضي. وبين علامات إعرابه مع ضرب أمثلة, and explain the signs of its إعراب with example. Darbi amsila yani striking an example. So that happens in qadi. Ra'aytu al-qadiya, ja'a al-qadi, marartu bil-qadi. Only fatha al-zahir and manqus hai. كيف يكون إعراب جمع المذكر السالم إذا أضيف إلى ياء المتكلم? How is this done? جمع المذكر السالم, then معلمية. مثل ذلك معلمية. تمارين, exercises. استخرج الاسم المعرب من الجمل التالية وبين نوعه وعلامة إعرابه, and explain its type and sign of its i'rab. So all mu'arab nouns we have to find. All mu'arab nouns. And you should tell why is it rafa, why is it nasba, and why is it jar. So al-muslimu, man salim al-muslimuna min yadihi wa lisanihi. So al-muslimu, is it mu'arab or mabni? Can you see the endings change? Yes, of course, it's normal noun. So it is mu'arab, correct. So mu'arab. Um, but what's the sign of mu'arab? The dhamma, correct? Because it's dhamma. This is normal, right? Man is mabni. So this is mabni. No, because man is always man. It doesn't change. Salima, it's a verb. We are talking about nouns. Al-muslimuna, yes, it's mu'arab. But what is the sign of its mu'arab? Oh, wow. We are not concerned about dhamma fatha kasra. The wow, because the wow changes. Muslimuna becomes muslimina. Why? لأنه جمع مذكر salim. Min is a harf, so not mu'arab. Yadihi. So we can see mu'arab, yeah. This is mabni. The he is mabni. Yadihi, yes, we can see the kasra, right? So what's the sign of majrur? Because of min, it became yadi. Walisanihi, and his tongue. Wow is a harf, so mabni. Harfa, we don't care about harfs. Walisanihi mu'arab, yeah, this is mu'arab. What's the sign? It's a kasra. Why is it a kasra? Because it is normal, and this is mabni. He, the pronoun he is mabni, right? Like that, you can try it out. Tuba lizzahidina fi dunya ar-raghibina fil akhirah. Good news for the ones who are, this meaning al-Muslimu is the ones whose other Muslims are safe from his hand and his tongue. Good news for the Zahidina fi dunya, who are Zahid, pious, ascetic in this world, and having interest in the Akhirah. Who have an interest in the Akhirah. So, Tuba is a verb. Tuba is a verb, yeah. Liz Zahidina. Zahidina, what's the ya is the sign, Mu'arab. And fi dunya. Dunya is غير منصرف, I guess. It's Mu'arab. No, dunya is dunya. I don't know about dunya. Raghibina ya fil akhirati is a Mu'arab. Dunya, because it's taking dunya. Because fi came, we should have a kasra, but doesn't take a kasra. So it's manqus. Yeah, aliful lazima. Or maqsur. Alif comes, right? So maybe it's maqsur. So we don't see any ending here, I guess. Nahnu thalathatu tullabin. So damma, you can see the kasra. Nahnu, this is mabni, this is a damir. Nashtami'u, this is a verb. Fi madrasatina of kasra, we can see the kasra. Mu'arab. So I'm just pointing out these signs we can see. We three students will gather in a school. هذه كل يوم. This school of ours, this is mabni. كل يوم, we can see the fatha. كل يوم kasra masa'an, in the evening, every day in the evening. Illa yawm except yawm al-jum'ati. We can see all these signs, yeah, except Friday. نجتمع كي نتعلم اللغة العربية. We are gathering so that all this we don't care. Lughata is mansub, fatha, walana, and we have to learn. We are gathering to learn Arabic language, and we have in the week khamsatu durus, in 5 lessons. So fil usbu. All these are signs of mu'arab. Yabtadi'u durusuna, darsuna, our lesson begins. This is a verb anyways. في الساعة السادسة, at 6 o'clock. إذا أضرت النوافل بالفرائض فارفضوها. If the nawafil are harming the obligatory, farfuduha, then reject them. So if you're playing tahajjud whole night and you're missing fajr, there's no point to it. So adarra is a verb, nawafilu damma, faraidi, kasra, right? Mu'arab, farfuduha, this is amr anyways. Mawaddatul abai qarabatun bain al-abna. The love of the father is a means of closeness between the sons, I guess. Mawaddatul abai, you can see the damma, kasra, qarabatun damma bain al-abnai. Baina is baina. Allama Abu Layla Musa al-Quran. Allama Abu, see the wow. The father of Layla, Musa al-Quran, taught Musa al-Quran. So you cannot see the fatha estimated, right? Abu Layla also estimated. Al-Quran, fatha. These are mu'arab, but we say manqus. Sa'al al-qadi al-janiya an jurmihi. Here it is, this is maqsood. This is manqus. we cannot see the dhamma here. Janiya, we can see the fatha, because in manqus we can see the fatha, right? So the qadi asked the criminal about his crime. دع اسما معربا بالحروف أو حركة مقدرة في المكان الخالي من الجملة التالية. Put a معرب noun بالحروف أو الحركة, with حروف letters أو الحركات مقدرة estimated في المكان الخالي in the empty spaces. هذان عاتكة. What? These two are كتابا عاتكة. Books of عاتكة. So you can write كتابا عاتكة. عاتكة. رجعت من المسجد. رجعت زينب من المسجد. Whatever. نحن dash مجتهدان. نحن ابنان مجتهدان. We are two hardworking sons. تلميذ هذا. دع اسما معربا. Yeah, to put معربا بالحروف أو حركة. تلميذ ذكي. حامد تلميذ ذكي. حامد is an, we can put anything, but it should be معرب noun. يمتحنون الطلاب. الأستاذ يمتحنون المعلمون يمتحنون الطلاب. المدرسون يمتحنون الطلاب. The teachers are testing the students. So that was the 5th lesson, all about the declensions. So go back, review it once again if you don't understand, because he's just summarizing, no? These books are all about summarizing. If you want more practice, go back to Madina books, review it, lesson 3, book 3, lesson 1. We learn all these things. We have exercises and we explain in detail. Barakallahu feekum, Jazakallahu Khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.